I am fixing to unbox my new Honda generator that I picked up. It is the model number EU2200i. Super quiet generator. I've been wanting to purchase one of these Honda generators for many years, so I decided to pull the trigger. One of the reasons why I picked this generator up is that it's lightweight, it's portable, it's quieter than most generators in its class, and also I can use it for tailgating. I can use it on a campsite. I can use it doing power outages, or I can use it on a construction site. So we're going to be getting the Honda generator unboxed. I'm going to be giving you guys a closer look at the Honda Inverter EU2200i companion super quiet generator. So stay tuned to this video and we're going to get it opened up and unboxed. So let's get started. Got my trusty knife. We're going to open it up. I've been wanting to get one of these for a long time. I have a bigger generator that I will be giving you guys a closer look at a little bit later. Honda has a long reputation for making some of the best generators out on the market. Super quiet. Let me open it up. We got some directions in the box. So we're going to lift this on out of here. Wow. Very nice Honda brand generator. Super quiet. One of the first things that I'm noticing is that the feet is really soft. So I noticed that it's got the shock absorbing soft feet on the bottom. Really nice. So looking at the front of the generator, you have a 30 amp connector on the front. So you have a 20 amp on the right and you have a 30 amp on the left. You have an oil alert check light, an overload alarm, an output indicator, eco throttle, which is off and on. You have a couple of the circuit protectors. One circuit protector is for the outlet on the right. The other 30 amp circuit protector is for the outlet on the left. And also you have a couple of outlets for the parallel cables. You have a reset button and you have a LED light, a fault CO2 sensor. So now let's take a look at the measurements with the measuring tape. So you're probably looking at around about 17 inches tall. Somewhere around about 20.5 inches long. Width is about 11 inches. So to open up the access panel, I'm just going to take a little washer. You can use a flathead screwdriver, just a little thumb screw. One of the things I noticed about the panel door is that this screw will not fall out. So that's a good thing. I'm gonna set this to the side. You have a choke button on the top. Choke button on the top. Forward is choke. back is run. You have an oil stick, and oil fill goes in the same spot. You have a vented cap. This is where your fuel goes. And this cap is also vented. Have a little vent knob on the top. And it just turns about 180 degrees. One turn is open, another turn is closed. And we also have the pull rope or the starter. On the side you have the on switch, fuel off, so you can actually put it to fuel off, let it run, and then it will burn all of the fuel out of the carburetor and then shut down. Once you shut down, you can throw it to the off position. That's one of the good things I do like about this generator. Some generators, when you shut them down, you still have a lot of fuel in the bowl, and if you don't crank it regularly, you can gum up the carburetor. With this Honda brand generator, after you let it run for a while, when you're finished, switch it to fuel off, let the fuel run out, and it'll burn all of the fuel out of the bowl. Once it's shut down, turn the switch to off, and then this will prevent the carburetor from gumming up if you store it for an extended period of time, like through the winter. So I do like this Honda generator. Let's take a look at the owner's manual so we can see how to get it started. Comes with product registration, and it comes with some additional accessories, a catalog for additional accessories if you want to purchase a cover or a gas can or a hourly meter. So that's pretty good. If you want to purchase additional accessories for your generator. So let's look at the directions. You have an exhaust port on the rear. Anytime you use one of these generators, you do not want to use it inside of an enclosed building or garage. You want to only use it outside. Even if you have the garage doors open, it's good to run the generator outside. You don't want to do it indoors. So looking at the directions on the initial use, it says that the generator is shipped without oil. I noticed in my box, no oil was in the box. It says the generator is shipped without oil. Place the generator on a level surface. Loosen the maintenance cover, which I've already done. Remove the maintenance cover. Remove the oil filler cap by turning it counterclockwise. That's the oil filler cap. And it also has a little lip, so when you want to do an oil change, you can unscrew the cap, tilt the generator, and oil will not go back into the floor of the generator. It's got a little spout on the side, so I think that's pretty neat. It said add oil to bring the oil level to the upper limit of the oil filler neck. Use SAE 10W30 API service category SJ or later or equivalent is recommended for general use. The maximum oil capacity is 14 ounces. Do not overfill the engine with oil If the engine is overfilled, the excess oil may be transferred to the air cleaner housing and air filter. So in other words, your maximum oil is 14 ounces. Do not overfill. So I was able to find some Honda oil. It's a SAE 10W30 SJ. So just want to verify through my owner's manual. The maximum capacity is 14 ounces. So we're going to measure out. We're going to measure out 14 ounces. All right, we got 14 ounces of oil. I'm going to turn the unit to the side. I'm going to tilt the generator. I'm going to pull in approximately 14 ounces. All right. You want to turn it on when you run the generator and turn it off for storage or transport. So on the generator cap, you have on and you have off. So when you're going to use the generator, turn the vent to on. If you are storing the generator, turn the vent to off. So we're going to leave it to on, and now I can go ahead and fill the generator. Okay. Move the gasoline to the side. I'm going to put back the gas cap until it clicks. Make sure my vent is on the top of the fuel cap. On the pull cord, it gives you a reminder, and basically it just tells you that there's no engine oil inside of the unit. Fill it to the correct level, which I've done. I want to make sure that my choke is on forward. I'm going to put back the side panel first. Just going to put back that side panel. Put my thumb screw back through. So let's attempt to get the generator started. I have the eco throttle in the off position. I have the vent cap open. I have the choke on. And now let's pull the cord and see if she fires up. Here we go. Well, I want to also make sure that the switch is on the side. Make sure that's on. Everything looks good. Here we go. Now that I have the generator running, if you notice how quiet the generator is actually running, I'm gonna let this warm up to 2 to 3 minutes, and we're gonna plug in the power outlet and see how it performs. So I'm gonna turn the eco on. and it almost gets really, really quiet. So as you can tell, the Honda generator is really, really quiet. I'm going to plug in a fan. And I want to see how it sounds when I plug in a power outlet. Okay, I'm going to turn on my fan. I'm going to start it out in the lowest position, and then I'm going to go to the highest position to see if the volume actually raises. Here we go. I'm going to turn the fan on. The fan is in the lowest position. I'm going to turn it to medium. I'm going to put it on high. Wow, it didn't even owl up. I'm going to turn the fan off. Put it on, turn the eco off, turn on the fan. Man, this thing is nice. I'm going to grab another appliance to see if I can get the engine to rev up. The eco mode is really, really quiet. I actually have a heat gun I'm going to plug in, and I want to see if I can make it idle up. So I have my heat gun turned on. I have it on low. As you can see, the generator bumped up a little bit. I'm going to turn it to high. And it's still running quiet. I have my heat gun to high, and this heat gun actually pulls a lot of watts. This is a 1500 watt heat gun according to the spec. If I turn it on high, I mean, it still runs quiet in comparison to a lot of generators out there. If I turn it to low, it idles down. So if I turn the eco mode to the off position, it's gonna just automatically idle up all the time. So this is eco mode off, with the heat gun running at its highest setting. I'm gonna shut it down. So to shut the unit down, I'm gonna turn the switch to off. So this is a really nice generator, and if you have two of these generators, you can actually connect them parallel, and you can get 4400 watts if you have two of these generators connected in parallel. So I think that's actually a very good feature. And it also has a CO2 sensor. So if you're running this thing indoors and it sets off the CO sensor, is going to shut the unit down, and you're going to have to reset it to start it back up. And it also has Bluetooth, so I can connect this thing to my Bluetooth, because it is a Bluetooth unit. So I'm going to try to connect this to my big air compressor, which is going to be the last test, and I want to see if it can run my big air compressor in the Caliente garage. I'm going to plug in the air compressor. I'm going to turn the eco mode to the off position. I want to make sure the air compressor is off. We're going to start the generator and see would it run the air compressor. So before we connect it, I'm going to plug in this kilowatt meter, and it'll tell me how many volts, amps, or watts that I'm actually pulling. I'm gonna set it to watts. Here we go. I'm gonna turn my eco off, and now I can turn on the generator. I'm actually pulling 1250 watts. Well, there you have it. The Honda 22 EUI inverter that I picked up. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's working better than I thought it would. It's actually quieter than I thought that it would be. I generally take my big generator to run my big air tank, but my Honda generator is running the air tank and it's not as loud. So I'm very, very impressed with this Honda generator, EU2200i. I actually can connect the Bluetooth. It has Bluetooth capability, so I can connect it to my phone and actually shut down the generator on my phone. So I'm actually impressed. Like I said, the generator has 130 amp if you have a camper, or it has a 15 amp 110 plug, and if you hook up two of these together in parallel, you could actually have 4400 watts. So I mean, this is really, really nice. The size of it is not that big in comparison to my big generator. This is really nice. It is quieter than I thought, running smoother than I thought. I love my Honda products. I'll be doing a long-term review, letting you guys know how this generator works over the long term. But so far, I'm impressed. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to put it down in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I will talk to you guys later. See you.